Okay, so what is happening is here what we are doing is we are using optical fiber cable as a transmission medium over here. Means my information is transmitted in the form of a light. Now here we have an electrical signal. So what we have to do, we have to convert that electrical signal to an optical signal. Okay, so for that we have an optical source. So what is the function of an optical source? The optical source, it converts an electrical signal into an optical signal. So this electrical transmit, now see, I might have a very small signal coming. So with that particular small signal, my optical source might not work. Okay, so I require basically an electrical transmit, or you can also call it as a drive circuitry in other words. So it makes my signal suitable so that I can run an optical source, and based on the amplitude of the electrical signal that is falling on the optical source, electrical to optical conversion takes place, and then the signal enters the fiber optic cable. Okay, now the signal propagates through fiber optic cable. It comes at the destination section. So here, now see, my destination again requires signal in the electrical form. We are not working in the light domain completely. So that is still one of the disadvantage of fiber optics. So what an optical detector will do, it will convert an optical signal again back to an electrical signal. So now, whatever electrical signal which we are receiving over here, that has to run the destination properly. So we have an electric receive circuit, okay, which will make the signal appropriate for the destination. Now, if you go with the block diagram of Kizar, there is a splicing circuit, the fiber optics. Also, they have drawn a thick thing. They have drawn connectors over here. So basically, we don't require all those things. So the main question is, we are transmitting signal in the light form and we receive the signal in the electrical form. Usually all our signals are in the electrical form. So we require an optical source at the transmitter end. We require an optical detector at the receiver end. And before the optical source, we have an electric transmit. And here after the optical detector, we have an electric receive circuit. So this is in general the simpler block diagram of optical communication system. Now, if you see, this was the diagram which I was telling you, like wherever optical source is there, you please write down, we have only two types of optical source. That is the LED. LED full form is light emitting diode. And the second source, which is most widely used, that is called as the laser source. A full form of laser is light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. We will be studying this too separately in detail. Many questions are there, principles are there. Then here you can see the fiber optics cable. There was a line over here and showing a block. So we have the fiber optics cable over here, and the signal light rays are going over this path. So again, we will study this all in detail. So only where there is an optical source block, you write down LED and laser. Okay, where there is an optical detector block, you write down the names of the detector, that is APD, called as avalanche photodiode, and PIN photodiode. And the pin photodiode, that is your positive, intrinsic, negative photodiode. So what you will do in exam is, if it is a 5 marks question, you just draw the block diagram, this one, and explain. Okay, so you can write little bit about optical source, like the names and all the functions, because see, you have to cover 2 pages. Then if it is same question, if it is asked for 10 marks, then you will draw both the diagram, then you will explain information source, so you know what can be the type of information source. Then see, this is the very first diagram, you know. Now, as you go deeper into the syllabus, you can write many things about the optical source. How will you choose it? Okay, so right now, if I tell all those points over here, you will not remember. So I'm just telling you the name and what is the function of the optical source. So as we study individual chapter on source and detectors for a 10 marks question, you should be able to say, okay, where you go for LED, where you will go for laser. Similarly, what kind of optical fiber you will use, a single mode, multi-mode, graded index, step index. So once we study all these individual blocks is a separate chapter. So then you can write a detailed answer. I think Saurabh had asked one question ki kitna likhna hai. Okay, so for every student like Saurabh, right now the explanation is very simple because we have not studied anything in detail about any of the chapters or the modules or the blocks. Okay, so just now it is just an understanding that the signal is in the light form, so I require optical source to convert electrical signal into an optical signal, and again at the receiver, optical back to electrical, and the transmission media is a wired guided media using your optical fiber cable. Anybody any doubt in this particular topic? So this is the first theory that comes in the term and paper. So either it comes in question number 1, that compulsory for 5 marks, or it comes in the other questions. Shall I go ahead? You have to say yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Amanda, you are awake?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Okay, so some of the advantages of fiber optics. Now, this is the second question that is asked here.
Kindly go back to the previous slide.
Previous slide. This all diagram we will see later on. Right now, no need to draw this diagram. Only the names. The names are important. Okay. Students usually write something for the full form also.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Over.
Yeah.
The next one is the advantage of optical fiber communication. Okay, so again the same question, 5 marks, 10 marks. So for 5 marks, you can just write down some points. For 10 marks, it's a very big answer that we will discuss. Okay, so what are the advantages of fiber optics? A fiber optic cable is very thin. It is less expensive. Okay, higher carrying capacity. We will understand each point one by one. It has less signal degradation. The signal is in the form of a light. Okay, so it's a light signal, means the signal is in the form of a light, not an electric signal. It is non-flammable, means it does not catch fire. And obviously it is light in weight. Okay, so these are some of the advantages. Please write down the keywords. It will help you because these are the questions which I'm saying they are asked in the exam. So thin, less expensive, higher signal carrying capacity, less signal degradation. The signal is transmitted in the form of a light. It is non-flammable, that is, it does not catch fire, and it is light in weight. Now, once you understand the advantages properly, then you can decide, okay, where is the application of optical fiber? Like if it is light in weight, okay, I would like to have fiber optics communication system installed in flights. Okay, because there obviously we go for something which is light in weight. We can have it in the ships. Okay, because again, the entire cable and all, it is light in weight as well as it is thinner because it occupies less space. Okay, less expensive. We will like to go everywhere wherever there is less, the system is less expensive. Non-flammable, yes, a very important property because see, suppose if I have a chemical plant where all hazardous chemicals are produced and they are dealing with like nuclear reactors and all. So obviously we will try to avoid the problem of short circuit. Now here, since the signal is in the form of a light, no electric signal is there, it doesn't catch fire easily. So in medical hospitals also,
not always suitable for now.
sophisticated labs, we will like to go for fiber optics communication because it is non-flammable. It does not catch fire easily. So now let us study the advantage of fiber optics in detail. Again, here, like you can see, number 1, 2, such things are there. we will totally study 9 points in detail. Okay, like the explanation that is mentioned. If it is a 5 marks question, you just write down the one which is highlighted and 1 or 2 sentences.
मैं तो वही बोलने वाला था।
हो गया?
मेरा आंसर था यही बात था, इसका बर्थडे क्या मेरा बर्थडे क्या बाकी
हेलो,
मेरा बड़ा है 15 दिन का गैप,
क्या हो गया लैरी?
हाँ 20 दिन का गैप है।
What happened?
ये देख फाइबर ऑप्टिक्स
Any issues?
कल को बोल रहा था मैं तो मेरे को ले इंटर्नशिप पे ऐसा चीज मेरा हो जाएगा काम।
Larry, unmute yourself. Okay, so here there will be 10 such points which I will be discussing. Okay, for 5 marks, you will just write down the heading and 1 or 2 explanation. But for a 10 marks question, you will write the detailed explanation. Okay, so let us see the first advantage. First one is it has much higher bandwidth. Okay, so we have already seen in the electromagnetic spectrum, that is the range of optical carrier communication is 10 raised to 12 to 10 raised to 15 hertz. Okay, so it offers a quite higher bandwidth. Now, once my bandwidth is higher, so what I can do is I can send thousands of channel, I can multiplex it and send it over one fiber strand. So obviously the information carrying capacity is superior to the best copper cable system. So please write down this heading and some of the keywords which you feel is important. The second most important advantage of fiber optics communication system is immunity to noise, interference, and crosstalk. Okay, so here since the signal is in the form of a light, okay, so it is immune to any electromagnetic interference. This is the biggest advantage of fiber optics communication. Now, optical fibers form a dielectric waveguide and are therefore free from EMI, that is electromagnetic wave interference. Now, what is a waveguide? You will study waveguide in details in microwave. Okay, now waveguide means I am able to guide that particular signal. Now, if I just tell you about the structure of fiber optics, what is there in fiber optics? Light is propagating through the fiber. Now, which part of the fiber? Inside, already you people might be aware, okay, and we will be studying it in detail later on. So light propagates through core. Core is made up of glass. Outside the core, I have the cladding. Okay, and after the cladding, I have the jacket. And around the jacket, I have a series of protection for the fiber cable. Okay, so that's why it is like a waveguide. The light signal is guided through the core. Okay, so that's why it is free from electromagnetic interference or any radio frequency interference. So the operation of an optical fiber communication system is unaffected by transmission through an electrically noisy environment, and fiber optic cables require no shielding from EMI. See, whatever shielding we do in fiber optics is for the protection of the fiber. Okay, because it is very light in weight and very thin, so there are chances that it might break. Okay, so we have shielding in fiber optics, many shielding. I'll show you the diagram, but not to protect from EMI because it is unaffected by EMI. Also, it is susceptible to lightning strikes if used overhead rather than underground. See, now the trend is usually we lay down the fiber optics cable underground. Okay, but there might be a possibility that the transmission wires which are there or over the dividers, there are some transmission wires on the road. So on the top also, we might place the fiber optics cable because it occupies less space. So if there is some lightning problem, usually it catches fire. But with fiber optics, it is susceptible to the lightning strikes. So this is also one of the biggest advantage. This is point number 2. First one, obviously, it has higher capacity. Second one is the immunity to noise, interference, and crosstalk. I hope these 2 points are clear. All of you? Yes, I expect an answer. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
The third point is safety, electrical isolation. It doesn't transmit electrical signal. Please don't write in chat box. It will be good if you say it, because I have to see for that chat box every time. So safety, it provides electrical isolation since the signal is in the form of a light, obviously doesn't transmit electrical signals. So it makes it safe in environment like gas pipeline or where there are chemicals which are hazardous. Okay, so optical fibers which are fabricated from glass or sometimes the plastic polymers are electrical insulators. Okay, so they don't exhibit earth loop and interface problem. So hence no hazards of short circuit like in case of metal wires. Then is high signal security. Now, see, if somebody is tapping my signal, okay, like the hackers are there. Okay, let them tap into our signal. What they will get light. Okay, they will get some intensity of light. Now, what they will do with those light signals? Okay, so light from the optical fibers does not radiate significantly, very light, all because it is working in the invisible spectrum. So obviously, fiber optics, it offers a great degree of signal security. So for military operation, banking, and for general data transmission, fiber optics has, or you can say it provides high signal security. Clear? All the 4 points? Because see, the signal is in the form of a light. So even though somebody taps into the system, they will get the light signal. Then they have to again connect a decoder. Okay, it has to have a photo detector, down converted. So all those, that is impossible in case of fiber optics communication. Going ahead is less transmission loss. Okay, now when we were seeing the history of fiber optics communication, we had seen that the attenuation was reduced to 0.2 dB per kilometer. Now with 0.2 dB per kilometer, the repeaters were spaced around 75 miles. Okay, so fiber optics has the highest record of all the communication that the repeater spacing is spaced far apart. So obviously it reduces the system cost, and also once the repeaters are less, the system complexity also reduces. Microwave also was considered as a system with wider repeater spacing, but that was in comparison with a coaxial cable. But if I compare your fiber optics with microwave, fiber optics has still wider repeater spacing. So right now, this is given in terms of miles. In some of the books or some of the answers, you might see that it is also given in terms of kilometers. Okay, so it has less transmission loss. Please remember this figure, 0.2 dB per kilometer of attenuation. That is the current standard of loss in case of fiber optics. Then the sixth advantage is system reliability and ease of maintenance. Okay, so it is more resilient than copper cable in extreme environmental condition. Okay, so the low loss property of optical fiber, now this is I'm comparing with a copper cable, reduces the requirement for intermediate repeaters. So same thing, since we are using over here, okay, ease of, we are considering it under the head of ease of maintenance. Now once I have less repeaters, less amplifiers, obviously the maintenance part will be reduced. So with fewer repeaters, the system reliability is greatly enhanced, and obviously my maintenance becomes easy. So this are your point number 5 and 6. Please ask some question, otherwise I'm only speaking. No questions till now? Very easy. Okay, let me continue with the next slide. Small size and lightweight, obviously lighter and more compact than copper. Now, can you tell me what is the size of a fiber core? Can anybody tell? I'm not saying fiber cable. Fiber cable, you can see it is quite thick, because here it is written lighter and more compact than a cable, copper cable. Can anybody tell what will be the size of the fiber core?
0.25 millimeter.
0.25 millimeter. Anybody? Okay, I am not giving you any numbers over here. All of you just hold your hair, whichever position you are sitting, just see the diameter of your hair. It is less than the diameter of your hair. Okay, so you can sit and measure the diameter of your hair. So fiber is having the diameter less than a human hair. So we will see exactly what are the diameters, exact dimensions. So it is so thin, you can imagine. So obviously it is light and more compact than a copper cable. Okay, so here it is already written. Small size, lightweight property of an optical fiber is obviously an advantage in aircraft, satellites, and even ships, because all these are places where we would like to have a system, obviously, which is light in weight. Okay, in aircraft, you would not like to have very thick copper cables used for transmission. Obviously, you will like to go with fiber optics. Next, 8th point, and the second last one, is the ruggedness and flexibility. Now see, unlike impure brittle glass, fiber is very flexible. Now you might feel it is less in diameter than a human hair. Ari, so it will break very easily. No, it is having a very high tensile strength. It does not break easily. Brittle glass, it breaks easily. Fiber is made up of glass, but it has very high tensile strength. Plus, we apply a series of protection to the fiber core and cladding. So, any pressure or any weight on the fiber optic cable, it does not damage. Plus, you have seen that we lay down the fiber cable along the road everywhere. Okay, so there are bends in the roads, turn, U-turn, sharp turn. Okay, so there we are laying down the cable. So does my fiber break? No, the fiber does not break. Okay, because the tensile strength is more. Right now, I'm just highlighting on the word tensile strength. When we will see how we protect the fiber optic cable, you will understand why the fiber cable, even though it bends, does not break. Okay, so we can bend the fiber to a small radii. See, if you just bend it 90 degree ekdam, obviously anything will break. But we can bend the fiber to a smaller radii, or we can twist it without damage. So here also in lab, we will be doing one practical, which is we will be calculating the bending loss of the fiber cable. So what we will do is we will send light through the fiber and we will bend the fiber. First bend, second bend, and we will decrease the radius of the bend. So you can see the signal on the CRO that obviously the amplitude will decrease. So even though we say that fiber has very high tensile strength, but if I bend the fiber cable, obviously there will be a loss in the signal. So there is a minimum bend that I can apply to the fiber cable. Okay, so the protection will ensure that the fiber cable does not bend to a particular radii. They are superior in terms of storage, transportation, handling, and installation. So that is the 8th point. The last one. What do you think should be the last point? Anybody? Last point. Cost. For any system, when we are talking of the advantages and the disadvantage, the cost factor comes into. Now, in some place, they might be written that it is very costly. Okay, now fiber, it is made up of glass. And what is glass made up of? Glass is made up of sand. And you know, sand is not a scarce resource. It is available freely in the nature. So in comparison with copper conductor, optical fibers, it offers the potential for low cost line communication. See, initial cost might be high because the fiber multiplexer, demultiplexer, switches, optical amplifiers, repeaters, they are very costly. But when I use the overall system in the long run, okay, it becomes the cheapest medium of transmission. Okay, so some place when you are comparing fiber optics with other communication system, you might see that the end terminal equipments are costly. Yes, those are costly, but we don't see the cost when we are procuring the system. In long run, when we are using the system, wide bandwidth, more channel, more users, obviously the system cost reduces. So with this, I finish the advantage of fiber optics. I hope it is clear, all of you. Yes, I want to hear yes. Big yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
So I just want to show you the disadvantage because I have it in the quiz. So the disadvantage of fiber optics communication system, this is not given in any of the books. Okay, neither your senior or Kizar. So quickly note down the keywords. Don't sit and write because I think we are nearing our lecture and I have to take a quiz. So fiber optic is delicate, yes, because you can see the size is very small. So it has to be handled carefully. The main disadvantage of fiber optics is the last mile is still not fiberized. We are not using directly the optical signal. We cannot give it to any of our instrument. I cannot connect the fiber cable directly to my TV, okay, because it requires an electrical signal. So the system becomes costly. So since the communication is not totally in the optical domain, even though if I have fiber to home service, which is there, but I have to repeatedly convert electrical to optical and again optical to electrical. So this is one of the disadvantage of fiber optics communication because the last mile is not fiberized or communication is not totally in the optical domain. Now, even though we are in the 5th generation where we have good instruments or components in fiber optics, your amplifiers, fiber optic splitters, mux, demux, they are still in the development stage. Now, when one thing is still in the development stage, okay, what happens? The system cost is more because we spend lot of money in research in making all those components. So they are still in the development stage. See, there we had considered as an advantage. We cannot, signal security is very high. We cannot tap the signal. Okay, but for an hacker, it becomes a disadvantage. So the advantage over here becomes a disadvantage. So tapping is not possible. We require a specialized equipment to tap a fiber. Then when I join two fibers, okay, it is not so easy to join two fibers. So please remember this name properly. To join two fibers permanently, we have a method called as splicing, S-P-L-I-C-I-N-G. So optical fiber splicing is a specialized technique and it needs expert trained manpower. Okay, so we have a fusion splicing machine. So using that machine, a technician is there, a specialized one. That person only can join two fibers. So obviously this becomes a disadvantage because the person has to be skilled. Okay, and the splicing and testing equipments are very costly. So I had mentioned one equipment, OTDR, that is optical time domain reflectometer. It's a testing equipment. It is very costly. The splicing instrument also, it is very costly. Okay, so that makes the system also expensive compared to copper equipment. The terminating equipment is still costly as compared to copper equipment. Okay, so these are some of the disadvantage of fiber optics communication which I could get. If you have more points by reading some literature or some books, you can obviously add to this point. This question will be there for 5 marks. It won't be there for 10 marks. So what are the disadvantage of optical fibers? Now, if it is a 5 marks question, gin ke 5 points mat likhna. Try to write more points. If you have time, elaborate on those points. Finish it. I will share the link for the quiz in the chat box. So anybody, any question you want to ask?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what question?
Ma'am, can you tell something more about the
About
tapping?
tapping. Okay. See, we have the fiber cable which is laid underground. So if I want to tap that particular signal, I have to dig that much ground, bring the fiber cable up. Okay, and then I cut the fiber cable. Okay, with whatever cutter and all. Okay, so what will I get out of the fiber? I will have the light coming out. Now, once suppose you feel, okay, I want to get that particular signal, I get that light. What I will do with that light, I have to connect a connector. See, the moment I cut the fiber, okay, when I cut the fiber, the edges will be very rough. Okay, and when you study all the disadvantage actually of fiber, all the losses, when I cut the fiber and if light comes out of the fiber, first of all, there will be signal degradation at that particular point. Then I need to connect a connector. Okay, so I should have a proper fiber connector. And that connector, if I give it to any device, like what you will have the radiation of or the intensity of that light. Now, what you will do with that light signal? You don't know whether it is 1, whether it is 0, whether it was a human voice that we were transmitting, we digitized it and we were transmitting. So it is very difficult to decode what is the particular signal. See, what is that light that is going from a laser source or an LED source. So based on whatever the information, okay, equivalent amount of light is being radiated from the source. So either it will be high intensity or it will be low intensity. And since we work in the digital domain, kya hoga? On off pulse hoga. So with that on off pulse, and that too in the form of a light, I cannot decode any signal. Okay, so even though somebody taps into it, even though it is said that specialized equipment is needed to tap the fiber, so means specializing means I should have a proper cutter through which I can cut it, connect the connector, and then at the end what I can do is, see, if I want to disrupt the communication, I can very well do with this. Okay, but with that information, I cannot make out anything. So that is what is the biggest advantage, or you can consider it as the disadvantage of optical fiber communication. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.